Hello everyone. Today we are going to discuss some MCQs on Maternity Benefit Act 1961. These are some of the important MCQ. So let's begin. Number 1. The Maternity Benefit Act 1961 applies to establishment employing at least 5 employees, 10 employees, 20 employees and 50 employees. So as we know that the correct answer is 10 employees. Question number 2. As per the Maternity Benefit Act 1961, a woman is entitled to maternity leave for how many weeks? Let's say the option 12 weeks, 16 weeks, 18 weeks and 26 weeks. So the correct answer will be 26 weeks. Question number 3. The act applies to which of the following sectors? Government sector only, private sector only, both government and private sector, and option D, none of the above. So as we know that the correct option will be both government and private sector. Now let's see question number 4. How many weeks of leave can a woman take before the expected date of delivery? So as we know that the provision says before the date of actual delivery, a woman is entitled for 8 weeks. So the correct answer is 8 weeks. Now let's see question number 5. For a woman who has 2 or more surviving children, the maternity leave entitlement is option A 12 weeks, B 14 weeks, C 26 weeks and D 8 weeks. So as we have seen in the Maternity Benefit Act that the leave will be 12 weeks only. Now let's come to question number 6. A woman adopting a child below 3 months of age is entitled to maternity leave of number A 26 weeks, 12 weeks, 8 weeks or no leaves. So as we have seen in the act that adopting or commissioning mother is entitlement for 12 weeks leave. So the correct answer is 12 weeks. Question number 7. The maternity benefit is paid at what percentage of the average daily wage? So as we have seen in the act, the eligibility criteria is a woman must have worked 80 days in the preceding 12 months and the rate of wages, as we have seen the option 50%, 75%, 100% and 60%. So it is paid at 100%. So the correct answer will be 100%. Now question number 8. Under the Maternity Benefit Act, can an employer dismiss a woman employee on maternity leave? Option A, yes, if the employer provides compensation. B, yes, if the employer finds a replacement. Option C, no, it is illegal to dismiss a woman on maternity leave. And option D, none of the above. So as we have seen that no employer can dismiss, discharge or terminate employee on maternity leave. So correct answer will be option C, no, it is illegal to dismiss a woman on maternity leave. Now question number 9. Creche facilities are mandatory for organization employing at least 50 employees, 10 female employees, 20 employees and 50 female employees. So the correct answer will be 50 employees. Now come to question number 10. A woman is eligible for maternity benefits if she has worked for at least option A 100 days in the 12-month preceding delivery, 80 days in the 12-month preceding, 60 days in the 6-month preceding and 30 days in the 3 months preceding delivery. So as we know that a woman is entitled for this maternity benefit unless and until she has worked for 80 days in the 12-month preceding delivery. So the correct answer will be option B. Now question number 11. Can a woman employee work from home under this act? Option A, no, work from home is not allowed. Option B, yes, if the nature of work allows and employer agrees. Option C, only if she completes at least 6 months of maternity leave. So as we know that according to the recent amendment of 2017, work from home facilities should be provided by the employer if the nature of work permits. So option B will be the correct answer. Yes, if the nature of work allows and employer agrees. Now question number 12. The maternity benefit should be paid. Option A, in a lump sum before delivery. Option B, in monthly installments. C, in 2 equal installments before and after delivery. And option D, as decided by the employer. So as we have seen in the act that the compensation should be paid before and after the delivery. So 2 equal installment before and after delivery. Option C is the correct answer. Now question number 13. Which organization ensures compliance with the Maternity Benefit Act? Number A, Labour Commissioner. B, Ministry of Women and Child Development. Option C, Ministry of Finance. And option D, Ministry of Home Affairs. So here the correct answer is Labour Commissioner. Option A. Now, question number 14. Can maternity benefits be denied if the woman employee has more than 2 children? Option A, no, maternity benefits cannot be denied. Option B, yes, benefits are restricted to 12 weeks. Option C, yes, benefits are denied completely. And option D, none of the above. So, here the correct answer will be option B. Yes, benefits are restricted to 12 weeks only, but it cannot be denied. Now, question number 15. If an employer fails to comply with the Maternity Benefit Act, they may face a warning, a fine up to 5,000 or imprisonment up to 1 year, only a monetary penalty, and option D, no legal consequences. So, as we know that in this Maternity Benefit Act, there is a provision of fine plus imprisonment of 1 year and a fine of rupees 5,000. So, correct answer will be option B. Question number 16. Is a surrogate mother eligible for maternity leave under the Act? Option A, yes, for 12 weeks. Option B, yes, for 26 weeks. Option C, no, not covered under the Act. And option D, only if the employer agrees. So as we know that in this Act, surrogate or adopting mothers are eligible for 12 weeks if the child is below 3 months of age. So option A is the correct answer, 12 weeks. Now question number 17. The employer must inform the female employee about maternity benefits. Option A, only if she asks for it. Option B, at the time of joining the job. Option C, before she applies for maternity leave. And option D, no such provision exists. So the correct answer will be option B, at the time of joining the job, an employer must inform the employee about the maternity benefits. Now question number 18. The Act does not apply to option A, factories and mines. Option B, government offices. Option C, establishment covered under the ESI Act. And option D, private sector companies. So as we have seen in the Act that this Act applies to both public and private sectors, but it does not apply to the establishment which is covered under ESI Act. So the correct answer will be option C. Question number 19. Which of the following statements is true? Maternity leave is deducted from annual leave. Option B, a woman cannot take leave beyond the prescribed period. Option C, a woman cannot be forced to do arduous work during pregnancy. A woman, an employer can reduce salary during maternity leave. So here the question is asking which of this statement is true. So option C is true. A woman cannot be forced to do arduous, which means hard work during pregnancy. Now let's come to the last question, that question number 20. Can a woman claim maternity benefits if she has changed job during pregnancy? Option A, yes, if she has completed 80 days in the new job. Option B, no, benefits are only for existing employees. Option C, yes, if the previous employer agrees. Option D, no, unless she joins a government organization. So here the correct option will be option A, yes, if she has completed 80 days in the new job. The only requirement a women employee is 80 days working in the preceding 12 months. So correct answer is option A. So these are all the MCQs, 20 MCQs that is important for the exam perspective if you are preparing for UGC net examinations, labor legislations, and also for some PSUs examination. Good luck and thanks for watching.